When your 10-minute spin-off is doing something amazingly well, I think that goes to show that your series is fucking incredible. This is gonna be a short one because this is, like I said, 10 minutes. But Kamen Rider Snipe Episode 1. Holy shit, this was awesome. So, essentially, it is just the origin story of Snipe. Yeah, it's just his origin story, showing how he basically came to be. So at first we see a little bit of a background or a flashback where Snipe is fighting Gammon, Dangerous Zombie, which is funny because this is obviously not a fight that we saw in the show because it's a one-on-one fight, and we get to see Bang Bang Tank. Bang Bang Tank being the level 3 of Snipe. It's kind of weird how they just started, showing off level 3s here and there. Kind of just, when it's convenient for them, or level 4s for that matter. I like it, but it's also kind of weird. That's just me though. So we see him fighting Gam. As soon as he unloads Tank on Gam, it goes back to another flashback, a flashback. Yeah, tongue twister. To when Snipe was a radiologist. I keep forgetting that he was a radiologist. I thought he was just a regular, a regular doctor. He checks you out and all that stuff. Not in that way, but still. But yeah, he was a radiologist at one point. So we see, Snipe with his partner Maki basically telling a patient that her cancer has, gone into remission. And one of the most disturbing scenes happened in this series. And seriously, it's downright brutal how disturbing it is. Snipe smiles. Seriously, he smiles, and it's kind of unnerving because you're not used to that. We're used to him being all doom and gloom, and he's never smiled. Never. In the show, at least, he's never fucking smiled. But here, when he smiles, it's just kind of why? You're not the Snipe I know. Go away. He's actually a decent person. But it was very cool to see that. After this, he notices the Bugster virus, or what he thinks is just a regular cancer or something, in her body. And during this time, they're still looking for people in the CR, which by the way stands for Cyber Brain Unit, not Cyber Rescue. Very interesting, but I'm not gonna harp too much on it. Just kind of weird. A little bit of tidbit for you. But yes, they're still looking for candidates for writers in the Cyberbrain unit, and they run across Taiga, and they're like, okay, well, we can use him, and we'll bring him in, and Maki too, so we can test him out. Basically, I think they're just bringing Maki in so he doesn't feel bad, but whatever. So they bring Taiga in, they're putting him through tests, and they put him in the virtual reality for basically Bang Bang shooting. And in this way, they find out, oh, are you, eligible to fight and stuff. It was kind of cool, though, because to see, because we kind of saw with Brave why it made sense why he was brave, with the sword. As she's a surgeon, and he can cut anything. With him, it was kind of cool to see why he's bang bang shooting, because he's a radiologist and he's used to shooting diseases out, or he's used to shooting, bad cells. And I thought, that's actually pretty cool. That's actually a pretty cool way to, tie that all together. So GG. He passes his test with flying colors, and Dan's like, "Yep, you can be Snipe, so be Snipe." And he kind of thinks about it. He's like, well, I have my responsibilities here as a radiologist. I don't really know if I should. But a little help from Maki, and also the fact that his patient got sick again because, Bugster virus. It might, persuade him. Because towards the end of the episode, because keep in mind, Snipe does not transform at all in this episode. At least in the flashback. I mean, he's already transformed when we see him the first time in this mini flashback with Yem. But we don't actually see him transform at all. So we see him going to the CR, and we see Maki about to transform into Snipe. But for whatever reason, I think his body rejected it, or he didn't get the compatibility surgery that Snipe did. He basically bleeds. Like, he has internal bleeding, all the blood on the floor. Kind of disturbing the way it looks. They used the old, like, cough syrup method, and it actually looked really disturbing. It was kind of gross, but I liked it, just for what it was. So, he bleeds out and all that stuff, and that's where the episode ends. That's where it ends. But we do get a preview. This is actually cool. We do get a preview of what happens afterwards. So now Snipe is going to turn into Snipe. We get to see Pallet for the first time. And, Snipe turns into the writer for the first time. But we get to see, at least in the preview, the building blocks of why Snipe is the way he is, why he's kind of cold and all this shit, and why he thinks he's the only one to be a writer. So that's going to be interesting to see. I cannot wait to see this. I really can't. I'm fucking hyped. Like I said, if a 10-minute special gets me this hyped for your show, you're doing something right. Like, when the show itself is amazing, and this as well is great, you're doing something incredibly right, and you should not stop doing it. Seriously, keep going. But I should stop before this is longer than the actual episode itself. So with that being said, you like what you saw, heard, or experienced on the channel, please like, comment, subscribe. I've been Agent of the Tokyo Podcast, and I'll see you all next week. Bye bye.